What's up, guys? I'm going to break down this Cavaliers vs. Knicks series. And I'm going to start with saying this. The Cavs do not have good shooting. Outside of Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, everybody else can shoot. I don't care. Isaac Okoro can make some shots. I don't care. Randall's injury. Let's talk about that. That's another topic that I'm going to discuss. Randall's injury. Hey, if he's in for game one or not, I don't care. Because we will outrun this team. Or we will outskill this team. It doesn't matter, man. Obi Toppin will outrun their basketball team. We don't need to rush Randall until the game 3, in my opinion. But he will play. I know he will play, and I'm 100. I think I'm 90% sure, unless he gets freaking actually forced not to play, he will play. I'm 97% sure. I'm not saying 100% sure because he still could not play. I mean, he could get forced not to play. But in my opinion, he should be out till game 3. But, hey, what am I to tell you that? But, yeah, Obi's going to be nice off the bench, even if Randall's starting. And, yeah, it's gonna be a nice series. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be not a sit back and relax series. I would have loved for this series to be a sit back and relax series. If you're not a fan of these NBA teams, enjoy it. This is going to be a great series of two teams that are, I wouldn't say similar, but they're both big. The Knicks are not as big as the Cavs, but they're both big in the sense of RJ, Randall, and Robinson, and Hart. They're all big, and they really this is gonna be a defensive battle. And even if you're like back in my day, this defense was great. Yeah, you'll still get some offense, but you'll also get the balance of defense because the Cavs might get some huge defensive stops. You get some athletic defensive stops or something like that. Or does Isaac Okoro puts on some clamps or something like that, and this game will get physical, but still, it's going to be the offensive mastery by Donovan Mitchell, the offensive mastery by Brunson, the offensive mastery by Darius Garland, the offensive mastery by Julius Randle, the offensive mastery I don't want to say RJ Barrett, but I might have to. No, I'm not. You screw it. Offensive mastery of RJ Barrett, because if I'm going to say RJ Barrett, offensive mastery of Evan Mobley. It's going to be a good series to watch. And I think first, one of my key things is how to defend the pick and roll on offense. How do you defend this pick and roll with Darius Garland and Jared Allen? I say you switch everything. And I say, if Darius Garland's going to start to just throw lobs in the start of the game, I'm feeling this out for the first 10 minutes of the game. I'm feeling out. And if he keeps getting these lobs, or Donovan and Darius Garland keep getting the lobs at the Evan Mobley, I say just freaking go and trap in the pick and roll. Do it for a quarter. If they burn you, then go back to the regular defense. Just bite the bullet. But you gotta trap this offense. If they want to run something like, a pick and roll and just lob it up, we don't want it to be that easy. Just run the freaking trap and be physical with the trap and make Evan Mobley make some plays. I know Evan Mobley's pretty good. I think he's very good playmaking. I think he's a decent playmaker. He could be a good playmaker in his NBA career. I respect him, but man, I don't respect him at the top of the key, making a play, making the next pass, and now it's up to if Mobley and Allen want to beat us, and I will take that every single day of the week. If we trap the pick and roll with Darius or Donovan Mitchell, and we let Mobley and Allen beat us, then hey. They can't do that for us because Randall will beat you, and that's somebody who don't want to beat you. And same with Mitch. Mitch is. I would let Mitch score as much as he wants to, but Randall is somebody that you don't want to beat, so they can't really blitz us. But they could, and if they do blitz us, which I think that they might do with Brunson, Randall's gotta make some big plays off the blitz. He's going to make some big... I sound like it's football, but you have to make some big plays off the blitz, and you have to. And you have to get it, and be aggressive and look to the hoop. I don't care about Evan Mobley being a DPOY or being top 3 for DPOY, and you have Jared Allen. You gotta have trust in your skills, especially when the defense is all focused on whatchamacallit, the defense is all focused on Brunson, and even if you get the ball, you can make the next pass. As much as I said, hey, you want them to make the extra pass for the Cavs. I'll take extra passes, man, for the Knicks. I'll take that. If Randall and Robinson can be on the same pace, or maybe Isaac Okoro blitzes, or they have a blitz between Darius and Isaac Okoro, which they start Darius on Brunson and they just blitz Isaac Okoro onto him, and you gotta have RJ make a play. That would be a good idea. I just get JB Bickerstaff ain't gonna watch this, but that's a good idea because RJ, his big thing is finishing, and you're gonna give him a wide open shot. You're gonna feed him that wide open shot, and you want him taking that. So, but what I would do if I'm RJ and I don't have trust in my 3-point shot, just drive. Make the extra pass to Mitch. You have done that a lot of times in your career. To make the extra pass to Mitch, to Randall, because Randall will be open. I swear, if they blitz Evan Mobley on the they have a lot of big wings, and this is one of the things of the how saying how entertaining this is and how we match up perfectly. They have a lot of big wings that can disrupt Jalen Brunson, and I mean, in his games in the playoffs, he knows how to play against big wings. I think he has been really successful on. Where's Jalen McDaniels? Where's Jalen McDaniels? He's on the 76ers. So, is it Jaden McDaniels? Yeah, he's had some success on big guys with big wingspans like Jaden McDaniels, but Evan Mobley's a freaking freak. So, he's a freak. He's a freak of nature. So, I don't know how you'll do against him, but I've seen improvement of how he can score against wings, big wings. Not like Mobley's a big wing at all. That's different. He's a big forward, and if he can blitz the pick and roll, and I think they're fine blitzing, and I think they're fine going one-on-one with Okoro. I think they have a very good formula of beating Brunson, and I don't think it's gonna be too hard of a formula to come up with. I mean, not saying that Brunson's bad and all. I'm just saying that, you have Okoro, a great defender. I don't trust him offensively, but defensively he's big. And if they want to stick Okoro on Brunson all day long, Brunson, you just got to attack him, man. Put your head down. You did it against Jaden McDaniels, who is a long-ass wingspan. I think you can do it against Isaac Okoro, who is a little bit smaller of a wingspan, at least by the eye test. You could just attack him and try. Maybe mid-range shots won't work. I don't really know, man. Try to bait him. I know you can say, "Oh, Brunson at 57 against Slate," or some shit like that, some 50 bomb against the Cavs. Yes, they did. I don't think they're bringing. I think they're gonna definitely bring more to a playoff game, more defensive. Because they just let Donovan Mitchell be hunted by Jalen Brunson. That's not going to happen. They're going to blitz. They're going to one-on-one coverage. Isaac Okoro is going to reject every single screen. And Okoro wasn't even playing. As much as I think Okoro's not a good offensive player, his defense is going to be big. And his defense is going to make everybody stay home if he plays great. Everybody's going to stay home. They're going to stay home on Grimes. And Grimes got to make a play off the dribble. And if Grimes being such a great shooter down the stretch, you don't want him to staying open in the corner, and having Isaac Okoro who can just stick on to Brunson. I don't think he can, but everybody's going to be able to stay home if Isaac Okoro is there, and they're also going to blitz Brunson. So Brunson got to be ready for everything, man, and I think he can handle it. And JB Bickerstaff, I think he's going to coach a masterclass series. He's a great coach, and I don't know why I'm saying that he should do this, because, I bet he has better things in mind to do. But, man, I don't know why I'm telling JB Bickerstaff to do something. Yeah, first of all, I'm a Knicks fan, and he shouldn't be doing this because, man, just let Brunson cook, bro. If JB Bickerstaff is listening, let Brunson cook, give us a series, and that'll be it. But no, that won't happen. We'll have to work for it, and that's every single play. and we're not a 1 seed, and we're down. We're underdogs, and I'm gonna say it like that. We're underdogs, and it's not going to be sweet if we want this victory. Have to take some hits, have to be physical, and have to match the Cavs level physicality, because they're going to come in with physicality. And I've heard J.D. Bickerstaff talk about physicality. Number one thing is talked about. And if we want to come in with physicality, if they want to come in with physicality, we got to match it. And I think we can, but it's about, do we want to match it? And if we can, I think that this series can go long. But I think that as much as people have said Knicks in 4, Knicks in 5, I think that it could be Cavs in 4 if we don't snap it. Because the Cavs are just a streaky team. Not a streaky team. They're not like their best. But if they get hot, they're going to be hot. So I just got to watch out for that. Because you got to watch out for that because they're a very young team. And young teams, when they get hot, they get hot. So, yeah, that's it. And the Cavs are young. And look what they're doing. They're in a good spot, man. They're in a better spot than we are. But we're in a great spot, but they're just in a better spot than we are. But I think skill-wise, on paper, Cavs should win. But I just think about the physicality. If this series is going to be about physicality, I think we win that. So peace out, have a nice day. Let's go Knicks. Knicks in 6. Peace. Oh, that sounds good. Knicks in 6.